Hi, welcome back. I hope that y'all have been well. I hope some positive things has happened since the last time that I've seen you. Um, to get started with this reading, I did get a few channeled messages. I have been sitting on this for a while. I just recently had my kitty cat pass away, and I just been taking a break, a long, break to reflect, to grieve, to heal, and I've been, like I said, been holding on these messages for a while. So let's go ahead and dive deep into this. So the very first thing that I got was the initials and the letters DYNAE. And then I was looking at these letters and I was trying to put it together, like there's something. And then I heard deny. And then from deny, I said, or what I channeled in my writing says, do not deny that your soul was put here for a reason. Don't worry, you will always be provided for. Use the gift of the peacock and use your aura to attract what you need. And I was thinking about the peacock, and I have an animal deck that has a peacock in it, and the peacock is in symbolic reference to vibrancy. I think about what the peacock looks like. Talking about it, look, confirmation. There it is. And it says, you were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize that you are brilliance. So it was almost like, in a way, use the gift of the peacock and use your aura to attract. A peacock uses its feathers to attract a mate or something else. Then I heard it's almost time for an upgrade within 3 days and you will feel better. And it was about a download message within 3 days. So if you have been having some anxiety or restlessness, there's a lot of things moving and shifting in the world at this time. If you follow the Schumann resonance, I follow the Schumann resonance, we've been having quite a bit of spikes here recently, since about the 1st of November. And it says that she walks with you, Mom. That's what I heard. She walks with you, Mom. Then I got the date 11/6 and 11/11. Maybe that's significant for somebody who sees this message out there. It says, you dance like a ballerina, soft, graceful, and poised. And it reminded me of that country song, I Hope You Dance. And then I immediately heard from The Lion King, the second one, the song, He Lives in You. He lives in you, He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. And it was almost like you are being guided, you are being protected, you are being pushed through like an advancement in a way that in that, it could be in reference to Mufasa, right? But in reference, it could be to something in your life. It could be spiritual. It could be angelic. Those were the channel messages. So let's go ahead and go to the Mystical Shaman Oracle for a daily oracle first to get started. Thank you so much, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? I'm going to flip out. We got the Jaguar, right? And I'm going to show you this. You've seen it flip out too. Behind the peacock is the Jaguar. And I've seen that. But on his card, it says Old Soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond this world. Focus on what you really want, and you can create your dreams. The card number on the Jaguar on this one is 28. 2 plus 8 is 10, which is also the end of a completion. It's the end of a cycle. When you see 10, it's something is closing out and something new begins, just like the symbolic energy of the butterfly. So we're going to go ahead and take this and read it from the book and see what the message that lies within. The jaguar is the protector of all life in the Amazon, and in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. The jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing in the abundance of the rainforest, fearless and at ease. The jaguar knows the ways beyond death, and it's the master of the shadows, blending invisibility between light and dark, night and day. The jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside of your normal routine and to push your limits and boundaries. She is delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places that you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind and know that your jaguar instinct will always serve you well. This is the shadow aspect in the card. It's called the medicine. What in your life needs to be released? What have you carried around with you far too long, which is ready to be let go of once and for all? The jaguar medicine is available to heal the fear so you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadows and in the shadow games that you have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on the jaguar to unfether you from toxic relationships and to recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. Thank you so much, Spirit. That was beautiful. So it's like the fierceness, your ability to overcome things, to overcome the shadows, to overcome the sadness. It spoke about death, and death is, like I said, butterfly energy, transformation, change that you can see in the links of both worlds, the light and the dark. You can see the light in people, but also see that shadow aspect of the darkness. And maybe there's something within you that triggers them to heal, unbeknownst to you. It's part of being a light worker. It's part about waking up. It's part about seeing the truth. Thank you so much, Spirit. So we're going to go ahead and go into some tarot. And the tarot deck that I will be using today is the Cosmovisions deck by James R. Eads. You can find this in my TikTok shop. And you can find the TikTok, everything, in the link in the description box below. I also have Patreon. It's like $3 a month, and you'll get 2 collective readings over there. And I want to say thank you so much for all the people who have loved, supported, and who have subscribed. We're joining. We're growing over here. And I'm so grateful and thankful for every single one of y'all. So thank you. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. What is the current energy for the collective? What is the current energy for the collective? The 2 of Birds. 2 of Swords. Decisions and choices. Using your instincts, right? Your intuition to help guide you in this way. To guide you. It reminds me of a channeled reading that I did for a client. And it spoke about the eagle and how the eagle doesn't fly through the storm, but it flies above the storm. So it's never bothered. There's something here about, I don't know, it's like you're flying above something. You're going above it. Not below, not in between, but above it. Protection. I'm also seeing someone holding hands. Maybe this is a person that's also guiding you towards this. and helping you see the truth and the light within yourself as well. Thank you so much, Spirit. The life map, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So fated encounters, fated destinies. It's like you are being diverted from, you're being diverted from the struggle of going under or going through the storm every single time. And now you're going above it. It's like, oh, I felt the escape route, or oh, I felt the exit, or I felt the cheat code. I felt found the hidden realm or the hidden energy. So there's something here that you are discovering, and it's going to lead you to success. And I'm not trying to yank your chain when I say that. The Wheel of Fortune is fated encounters, fated meetings, opportunities, gifts being presented to you. The Wheel of Fortune can also represent meeting your person. Your career takes off. You have a child. You buy a house. Guess what number it is, too? It's number 10. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. You're finding a new passion, a new hobby, or you're going to be exploring a further understanding of what you do. What is it that they're leaving behind? The fighter, always having to fight for something. You're leaving behind the energy of, I've been struggling, I've been doing this, but I'm not seeing the benefit. I have been focused on this, this, and this, but nothing has pulled through. And it's almost like you're leaving that energy of always being in the rebuttal. You're leaving in the energy of always being in defense. Something's changed. You've changed. You've grown. You've healed. Okay, Spirit. Thank you so much. I'm hearing you have the key to the doorway. Maybe some of y'all are artists, or y'all listen to music to help meditate. I'm seeing these things, these orbs, almost like music notes. Okay, what is it that the collective is walking towards, Spirit? Thank you. The Three of Trees. Collective creation. Three of Trees, Three of Pentacles is also working together, working with Spirit, working in harmony with the universe. This can also be saying that maybe there's something else guiding you, but I feel right here is Spirit guides. I feel like the guides are helping you ascend, giving you strength to face this storm, and showing you, an outlet, so you don't always have to repeat the cycles over and over and over again. Something is broken. Something is broken, and it was good that it was broken. Patterns were broken. Cycles were broken. 10. Endings and beginnings. Completion. Okay. Tell me, I really want to know about the Jaguar a little bit more. Spirit, what is the Jaguar? Give us the message for the Jaguar. The Spirit plane. And the bridge. The Spirit plane is the Chariot. And in this card, this is seen as a Spirit plane. And it's a place where we move through in the afterlife. And then the bridge is also what we help cross over into the Spirit plane. And I do feel that this is also a symbolic message that there's something completed, full-blown completed. You're walking into the truth. The bridge is the Moon card in tarot, and the Spirit plane is the Chariot. So heavy Cancer energy, Pisces energy. But I do feel when I see this, it's like you see the storyline a little bit more. It's going to get very predictive. I feel like your psychic abilities, or your abilities to intuitively channel, is going to get a lot stronger. It's very predictive. That's just the energy. Very predictive. Thank you so much, Spirit. I do feel like there's a lot of wisdom and understanding coming towards you. I feel a lot of warmth on my chest, and it's like a big hug. It's like you made it. You did it. You have succeeded. And you are being encouraged and pushed exactly where you belong, the spirit plane. There's a place for everyone and everything. It reminds me of the platform 9 3/4 from Harry Potter. How no one's seen it, but the witches, they knew that you would walk through the concrete and you would go to a different world. And in that different world, there was a train, right? A bridge to the train moving forward. It's also making me think of Hedwig, the owl. Lots of wisdom again, lots of upgrades. I'm feeling a heavy amount of upgrades. Because Harry Potter's life truly didn't become magical until he reached that point. Until he's seen Hogwarts for the first time. Maybe this is also about you being spiritually fed knowledge. Spiritually ascending. Not in a kind of like death way, but more in an enlightenment, an awakening, above the awakening. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. Thank you so much, Spirit. The 5 of Trees. And I'm hearing you're not going back. You're not going back to the old life. You're not going back to all the struggle and the pain and the grief and the sadness. You're not going back. So wherever you're at, you're only going to proceed forward in elevation. I'm hearing the road less traveled. As I see this card, I see the 5 of Trees, right? I see it as the trees that caught fire and burned. There's no leaves on those trees at all, but I see the smoke plummeting above with a skull in it. And it reminds me of, in a way, the things that you used to do, how they never came fruitful. Things are going to change. And maybe there was something that you almost gave up on, or you felt like, oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work for me. It's just blah, blah, blah. I feel in a way that you just needed peace. You needed to find peace and understand what peace was. Because scientifically, let me get my little thinking cap out, my little thinking knowledge. Scientifically, when there is a fire that happens in a forest, right, and it destroys everything, scientifically, there's over 200% more growth. I feel like you just fertilized the energy. I feel like your rest had fertilized somehow. Your recoup, this ending of something, has fertilized something in your world. And I see these trees overnight blooming in success. You came above the storm, right? The eagle soared above. You went above this smoke, not through it. You found the golden compass. And this golden compass is going to lead you somewhere that is only in your dreams in a way. But in reality, in physical reality, this energy will be tangible. It will be living proof. It's a legacy. It's Capricorn energy. It's power. What is this legacy? The Two of Trees. You have worked and worked and worked, bringing water to the desert to feed these little plants right here. Nothing else in that desert is growing. But you have, I said fertilized, you have cultivated growth that nothing could grow. It's magic. It's alchemy. You have transmuted so much. You have changed so much. There could also have been a heavy amount of struggle in families. Maybe there's people, oh, this is giving strong energy with that. It's almost as if generational cycles had you under control. Generational curses had you under control. It's like maybe there's people in your family who grew up in poverty. This is specific. You resonate or you don't. Family grew up in poverty. Their family grew up in poverty. No one had financial stability like whatsoever. And every day is a struggle. I feel like you have cultivated something through your heart space, through the energy of love, through the energy of compassion, through the energy of source, the power of the divine. And you have begun to grow where you were never expected to. Maybe doing something other people said, oh, that's stupid, that's foolish. You better quit while you're ahead. Like, are you sure you want it? And you kept trucking. It also reminds me of holes of Camp Green Lake. And Camp Green Lake was a desert, was it not? It was a desert. It never rained, but it used to be a lake. Everything used to be flourish and be green and beautiful. But through generational cycles and trauma, the land became cursed. It wasn't until the character helped that other kid out, Zero. It's been a minute since I've seen the movie. And they climbed up on that mountain of God's thumb, right? And it's just giving me some kind of energy of God's thumb. And up there on God's thumb, it rained. There was, fruit and food. There was animals. There was a little lake up there. It was paradise, and it saved them. Through the belief. Through the stories. You know what stories those are too, right? Dreams do exist. That's a real story. Dreams do exist. Dreams can come true. If you wish upon a star. It's just coming. The struggle, though. I feel it. You're imbalanced. You're in harmony. And Spirit will provide. You will be provided for. Thank you so much. The Crow. The Magician. You have alchemized, transmuted all negative possibilities into something beautiful. All negative slander, talk, negative energy being thrown at you, family making snide comments, people's like, oh, I don't believe in this, blah, blah, blah. You have transmuted it. You've changed. There's something growing. You are free from the cycle. You see the circle? You are free. You are free. You see the 3 dots in the middle of the crow? Heavily reminds me of that 3 of trees. And I said that spirit is working with you. You are working with the divine to change. Change cycles, habits, the repetition. And I love how the magician is only one. The number one, which is you. You changed this. No one else did. When they say miracles do exist, they're going to put a picture of you in the dictionary and say, that's their story. It's magical. Thank you so much. 8 of Cups. The Humpback Whale. 8 of Cups. Are you ready for this one? When you get to where you are, there's some things that you're just going to have to let go. Whether you want to or not. Having the power and the knowledge to let go of things. Having to let go of toxic things. Having to let go of people who are users, even though sometimes they can be family. Having to let go of cycles that are just pulling you back down into a lower vibration. You know, in spirituality, they say that when you elevate to a certain frequency, all of the people in your life does not vibe with you. You're not in that same vibration. So things that you used to like, that they still like, you change. You don't like it no more, but they still like it. So you become disconnected over time. There's going to be some kind of exodus that will happen with you walking away or detaching from something eventually. I'm not saying you got to do this now, but this is going to be something done in the future. Okay? What is this exodus? What is this leaving? The Ace of Swords, Ace of Birds. It's you. It reminds me of, only you can prevent forest fires, Smokey the Bear. Only you have the power to change. Only you have the power to set up boundaries. Only you can say no. Only you can say yes, right? Swords is air element, which is vocalizing as well. It's the brain, it's the mind, but it's vocalizing. Something must be vocalized. Maybe this is with energy of 3 people, 3 energies. The Commander in reverse. Yes. This could be something financial or having to do with finances. So, you know, just be aware. If there's anybody bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, that's what you're growing. That desert energy, that's what you're growing. Ace, the Ace of Pentacles. But I do feel like you're just going to have to protect your finances. Be aware. Create a peaceful environment. Surround yourself with love and positive energy. I was telling a family member, I said, yeah, years ago I would be, you know, doing this, this, and this, but I come into my season of peace. I don't think I've ever felt more at peace in my life. Coming into a place, yes, I'm disconnected from a lot of people. Do I go out and hang out with friends every night? No. No. I say to myself, I like my home. I like my peace. Season of peace is not always lonely. Because you can be alone, but not be lonely. And if you were out there and you were lonely, my heart goes out to you. It truly does. But there was one thing that Spirit showed me, and make friends with yourself. I know that's not like the cure-all, but it will help. Make friends with yourself. Do things that you like to do. Enjoy your time. Be creative. Express yourself through art. Many different forms of art too. reach out if you feel like you have to. Reach out to friends or family. Reach out to organizations and groups. Okay, we got stay focused on your dreams. Stay focused on where you need to go. Still stay focused on what you're aiming towards, what you're going for, dreams, goals. There is an advancement coming up around the 17th of whatever month that you're watching this. I put this out in November, so the 17th of November, but whenever you're watching it, the 17th. And if it's already passed on you watch it, it will be the next month, okay? That's just how this video is timeless reads. And then, or maybe the angel number 1717 come out. Then you also have the belonging. Maybe there's something about upgrading your house or your home. Things changing in the home life. You upgrading. That's what I'm hearing. You getting upgraded. Hope. You are never alone. Remember that. Spiritually, honestly, you're never alone. We could be alone. Talking about being alone. You are never alone. Nope. You always got guides. You got energies. You got, you know, even there's spirits around us. And I'm not trying to spook nobody. But we got family who come and hang out with us and chill with us, unbeknownst to ourselves. But I do feel like if you ever feel, you know, reach out. Say, hey, send me a sign. How do I know that, you know, you're hanging around me? Send me some good energy. Send me a message. It will almost always be presented within 3 days. That's just how it works. 3 days. Within 3 days, messages are usually delivered. That's just my understanding of it and my knowledge. You do have summon, so here we go. Asking for a message and you shall receive. And the card number is 13, which is Scorpio. 13 is also symbolic for the death card in tarot, which is also transformation and change, which is also summoning a message from a crossed over loved one. Let's see what else. We have the fledgling, so which is also about pain. It's also taking that pain and transmuting it into something beautiful, which is really odd. The next card, beauty. Do some good self-care, some self-love. And this can be just as simple as, you know, putting lotion on your skin. We all need to put lotion on our skin. It's very beneficial. Doing a tea bath, herbal bath. Just taking some extra time and brushing your hair, brushing your teeth. Things that, you know, are simple. Things that you don't got to go out and get a high dollar skincare regimen. You can just do simple things. Because we are simple individuals at times. It's the humanness, the human body. Just treat yourself with respect and kindness and have, you know, faith in yourself. Because you are very powerful and you are extremely precious. And that, like I said in the channel message, your soul was put here for a reason. Do not deny that. And use the gift of the peacock to attract what you need. So, vibrancy. Maybe this is also about perking up, right? So if you've been in a lower energy, perk up. You never know what can happen. Let's drop some dice. Thank you so much, Spirit. So we got Aquarius, which is beautiful. Pluto goes into Aquarius on the 19th of this month, which is also about big shocking revelations and change for the future and power, which is really odd. We have Uranus, which is housed and works hand in hand with Aquarius. You can find Aquarius and Uranus in the 11th house, which talks about the future, being different, eccentric, collective creation, hopes and wishes and dreams, ultimate fulfillment. Uranus is really about breaking free, revolting. So there's going to be a lot of breaking free and revolting happening in the world. And maybe there's some big messages that's going to be coming into your life around the 19th. And then we have the 12th house of astrology, which is Pisces. And it's ruled with Neptune. It's beautiful, it's sweet, but it's also secretive and hidden. Pisces rules in the intangible, so things that are not in the physical. So you think that's not physical, you think of, emotions. They're not physical unless you see physical tears. Feelings, not tangible. Secrets, dreams, hope, faith, spirituality, the unseen realm, astral realm. All of that's in the hidden. That rules with Pisces. And maybe this is also connecting deep into that energy of the unknown to find out who you truly are. To figure out what your soul purpose is. Because you have one, because you was put here for a reason. This is also saying, connect, surrender to source. Surrender to whatever it is you believe in. No judgment. No judgment. Whatever you believe in, call for it. Call. Ask for a sign, and it will be given. We're going to go to this, we're going to pull a couple of these goddess messages. Thank you so much, Spirit. And then we're going to close this out. What is it that the collective needs to know? What is the message of the goddess that the collective needs to know? Okay, what is the message of the goddess that the collective needs to know? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got one. We need one more. Okay. Artemis for focus, right? And we got that card already. I pulled it. I know I did. Let me look. I think it was the first one. Yeah. This is Artemis. It's focus. So confirmation. And then we have Nyx for secrets, which is that Pisces energy. Now, it's not saying focus on secrets, but it's asking for you to put focus in the unknown. And to dive a little bit into it if you choose. Seek out the wisdom from Spirit. Maybe deer is going to be like the animal deer, and antlers are going to come up for you. And as I'm saying that, I close out the decks and I send the energy back to y'all and say thank you for the love and support. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I appreciate everyone, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.